Hi there, welcome to Two Birds. I'm Fiona. Today's class is a 45-minute Vinyasa flow class. It's a class designed to encourage you to move at a slower pace and breathe a deeper breath. The only props that you might like to have along for practice today are 2 blocks to elevate the floor to meet your hands and perhaps a blanket to pad your knees. So there's a special emphasis in class on shoulders and hips, but we do some total body movement, and really the priority is to breathe a nice calm breath so you feel very centered and grounded at the end of your practice. I hope you enjoy. Thanks for joining. Namaste. And begin your practice kneeling at the back of your mat. Resting your hands comfortably in your lap, and when you're ready, gently closing your eyes, softly nodding your chin toward your chest and your head toward your heart, and simply pause before you begin, letting your lungs empty with an audible sigh. And invite your shoulders to melt down away from your ears. And we'll begin by establishing a pace and cadence to your breath to complement your practice. And start by taking a few slow, deep breaths, bringing your inhales and your exhales into balance without any over effort. Just breathing deliberately and diligently, attuning your awareness to the flow and texture of your breath, crowding out any obvious distractions. And sensing the movement your breath creates in your torso, and breathing into the full circumference of your lungs. And finding that even tempo that you can take with you as you start to move through your practice. And taking 2 more deep, slow breaths in and out. Breathing out, sending the eyes to the back of your eyelids, and gently blink the eyes open. And release your hands by your side, moving at the pace of your slowest breath. As you breathe in, reach your arms overhead, send your gaze up to the tip of your thumbs. Very simply, press your palms, lower your arms to your heart center. Inhale, raise the arms. Top of the inhale, palms touch. Exhale, hands to your heart center. Arms overhead, breathing in. This time press your palms, take your hands to the nape of your neck, bending at the elbows. Breathing in, reach your arms tall overhead. Exhale, release your hands down by your side. Inhale, arms overhead. We'll do that cycle one more time, pressing the palms. Exhale, fingertips down between the shoulder blades. Breathe in, reach your arms. Breathe out, release your hands down by your side. Inhale, arms sweep overhead. And this time take your hands behind your back, interweave all your fingers. Take a deep breath in, puff your chest, lift your heart, and as you breathe out, fold forward, just letting your arms float away from your back any amount. Breathing in, keep your hands interlaced, coming all the way up. And slow breath out, turn your palms toward the floor and stretch your arms down. As you breathe in now, release the hands, lift your hips above your knees and take a simple twist. As you breathe out, left arm back, your right arm forward. Moving in slow motion, arms overhead, breathe in. Exhale, twist to your right arm back and left arm forward. Breathe in, back to center. And twist, left arm back, right arm forward. Inhaling here, arms overhead. Exhale, lightly turn your torso to the right and twist. Breathe in, back to center. This time we're going to take a full circle with the arms, left arm back, right arm forward, full circle. Arms meet up overhead. Opposite side, right arm back, left arm forward, full circle with the arms in your range of motion. And if that's going well and you're feeling coordinated, we'll add the lower body, left arm back, right arm forward, and gently lean your hips back. Full circle with the arms. Come back to center, second side, right arm back, left arm forward, gently lean the hips back, and a light squeeze to your buttocks. As you feel yourself breathe out, just land your hands on the mat. Come onto all fours, and you might like to pad your knees there with a blanket, setting your hands up underneath your shoulders, and walk your knees back a little so you have a diagonal line from your hips to your knees. We'll just start to circle the hips, lean the hips forward, and then your ribs and buttocks out to the left, circle over your heels, and sway over to your right. We'll take 2 more large circles just like that. Your elbows can bend, your head can drop. The movement can be quite fluid and natural. And then circle back in the opposite direction. Breathing some space into your spine. And 1 more full circle. And coming back onto all fours, set your buttocks down toward your heels, make your way into child's pose. Creep the fingertips forward so you've got a long extension through the sides of your waist, and your arms make full contact with the mat with your hands. And then gliding up onto all fours, gently arch your spine, open your throat, soften your belly. And as you breathe out, press into your hands, your shins around the spine, buttocks to your heels. Once more, just like that, in that linear direction, arching the spine, rounding the spine, doming your upper back toward the ceiling, buttocks to the heels. And now we're going to swim the arms. Keep your left hand down as you glide up onto all fours. Swim your right arm back, up and overhead, and then to the floor. Back to child's pose. And then glide up. Right hand's going to stay down. Left arm swims back, up and over, and to the floor. Like you're doing a freestyle stroke. And once more each side, gliding up. Right arm circles. And left arm circles with your breath, so keeping your breath a smooth, even rhythm. Both hands down, glide up onto all fours and keep this angle from your hips to your knees. Bring your shoulders over your wrists, spreading all your fingers. 3 low push-ups here. I'm just going to lift the feet, cross at the ankles, right ankle on top of the left. Flexing your toes, and then just feed your chest forward through your arms, lower to a hover, press back up, high push-up. Exhale, low push-up, high push-up, low push-up with your breath. Strong through the shoulders, press back up, unwind the feet, tuck the toes, and shift back into a downward dog with a deeply bent at the knees. So your chest swims back toward your thighs, hips are nice and high, arms and side waist extended. And then we'll repeat opposite side, down onto all fours. Pick up your feet, cross at the ankles, left foot on top of your right foot now, toes flexed. And keep the gaze forward so your throat's slightly open and lower to a hover. Inhale up, let your elbows brush your side ribs, so you're keeping your elbows at a right angle as you move. It's maintaining that integrity and stability in your shoulders. Tucking the toes, unraveling the feet, press back, downward facing dog. Deep breath out when you arrive, perhaps stretching a little deeper into the back seams of your legs. We'll keep it flowing as you breathe in, shift forward to a high push-up, and then hips up and back, downward facing dog. We'll do that one more time. Forward to your high push-up, glide back, downward facing dog. Wait for your in-breath to guide your movement forward to a high push-up, pause. Then take your knees, your chest and chin all the way to the floor, coming onto your belly. Reach your arms forward here so your elbows are straight and press your palms ahead of you. And rest your forehead down, separate the feet and stretch all 10 toes back. Keeping your head on the floor, we're just going to swim the feet, gently raising both feet and then kick your legs. It could be nice and slow or a little bit of a quicker kick. There's a bit of a swimming theme going on here. And then land your feet down. And we'll alternate by gently lifting the chest, sliding your elbows back toward you in a Sphinx variation. Keep your palms pressing. You should feel a nice stretch from your belly to your collarbones. And we'll do that cycle one more time. Stretch your arms forward, keep your palms pressing, let your forehead rest, raise the feet and swim the legs. Back seam of your body working here, low back, glutes and hamstrings. And then gently land your feet down, keep the heels pointing up. Gently lift the chest and slide your elbows back toward you. Keep your palms pressing. Lift and open the chest. And melt down to the floor and just give yourself a full body stretch. Separate your arms, separate your feet. And stretch out, fingertips to your toes. And then slide your hands back alongside your ribs. Press back up all fours. Tucking your toes, downward facing dog. And take about 5 to 8 breaths here. Any movement that feels good in your body. And I'll encourage you throughout the class at any time you feel comfortable, just gently close your eyes so you can internalize your awareness and stay connected with your breath. And feeling that fullness of your breath around your ribs, your upper back. Emptying your breath at the pit of your belly. One more cycle of breath. End of your exhale, bend the knees, look forward between your thumbs, and then walk forward to the top edge of your mat. Set your feet up hip distance apart, and we'll just continue to flow with our breath. Take a halfway lift, slide your hands up toward your shins, look forward, flat back. Deep bend in the knees, soft forward fold over your legs. Once more, just like that. Wait for your in-breath to guide your movement, halfway lift. Complete out-breath, forward fold, softening the knees. Pushing down through your feet, rise all the way to stand, sweep your arms overhead. Exhale, press your hands to your heart center. 2 half forward folds, breathing in, arms circle overhead. Exhale, dive forward, deep bend in your knees as you forward fold. Halfway lift, breathe in. Forward fold, breathe out. Rise on your in-breath. Hands to your heart center, breathing out. One more round, arms overhead. Dive forward, Uttanasana. Breathing in, Ardha Uttanasana. Breathing out, forward fold. Same pace, same rhythm to your breath. Arms sweep up, come to stand. Hands to your heart center. And pause. So we're going to move one movement, one breath through the next sequence, but just keeping that nice same cadence to your breath. Arms overhead, breathe in. Dive forward, breathing out. Ardha Uttanasana, breathing in. Exhale, hands down, right leg lunging back, runner's lunge. Take a few moments here to refine your position, left knee over your ankle, strong, straight right leg. And you can prop yourself on blocks here underneath your hands to elevate the floor to meet your hands. Might make it a little bit more accessible. And then from here, just a gentle pulse, lifting the hips, work towards straightening your left leg. And return to your runner's lunge. And then pulse the hips. Coming into that pyramid variation, returning to your runner's lunge. We'll do one more just like that. You can round your spine, you can drop your head. Returning to your runner's lunge, and then just lower your right knee to the floor to set up for low lunge. Once you're steady and you're ready, sweep your arms up alongside your ears, lift and open your chest. And then as you breathe out, come into a hamstring stretch. And again, the blocks might be useful here. Hands underneath the shoulders, roll back and work towards straightening your left leg. We'll alternate between the two. Rock forward onto the sole of your left foot, reach the arms, breathe in. Ardha Hanuman, half monkey pose as you breathe out. One more cycle, arms reach up, low lunge. Ardha Hanuman as you breathe out, half splits. Tucking your right toes now, come back into your low lunge, reach your arms alongside your ears, lifting your low ribs as you reach. As you exhale, take your hands behind your back, interlace all your fingers. Staying upright, lift and open your chest, shoulder blades squeeze toward the midline of your back. And as you breathe out, raise the right knee, gently fold forward and draw the fists back, crown of the head forward, pause. Checking in with the pace, the texture of your breath, keep it smooth. And then from here we're going to make our way into a twist, releasing your arms. Right hand finds the right lane of your mat, left arm circles forward and up toward the ceiling. Feel free to drop that right knee down if it feels more open and spacious for you, and just a gentle pulse in your twist. Left fingertips reaching energetically toward your ceiling. As you breathe out, hands to the floor. We're going to step up to the top edge of the mat. Bring your feet hip width. When you arrive, halfway lift. Soft bend in the knees, forward fold. Stay easy and smooth in your body, in your breath. Rise to stand. Breathe in. Rest your hands to your heart. Second side, left side now, arms circle overhead. Top of your inhale, your palms touch, eyes to your thumbs. Exhale, forward fold. Breathe in, Ardha Uttanasana. Breathe out, step your left foot back to runner's lunge. Up onto your fingertips or onto blocks here. Just make sure you feel steady and at ease. When you're ready to begin, just a light pulse to the hips, working towards straightening your right leg. And return to your runner's lunge. And we've got two more just like that. So as you straighten the leg, engage your right quads. Engage your left quads as you come back to your runner's lunge. As you feel yourself breathe out, your left knee touches down, preparing for low lunge. Arms reach up alongside your ears. And then hands under the shoulders or onto blocks, straightening out through your right leg, Ardha Hanuman. Twice more just like that. Repetition, rhythm, movement and breath. Half splits, breathing out. Trying to keep your breath fairly balanced here. As you breathe in, reach up, as if you're breathing to the edge of your fingers. Breathing out, Ardha Hanuman. Tuck your left toes now, and then come back to your low lunge, arms reach up. Swim your arms back behind you, interlace your fingers, shoulder stretch here. Take a deep breath in, open through your chest. As you breathe out, raise the left knee and fold over the thigh. Reach the fists back, crown of the head forward so all sides of your neck are long. Relaxing your jaw and your mouth. No over effort. Making your way into your twist, you release your arms. Perhaps left knee can come to the floor. Left hand to the floor, right arm circles forward and up. And then just pause. Find a comfortable place for your gaze. So you're not straining in the neck. Gaze could be down or up toward your fingertips. And a little light movement through the hips as you linger. You release your right hand to the floor now. Both hands down, framing your front foot. Step lightly, quietly back. Downward facing dog. Either pause and rest here or take a vinyasa, rippling forward. High push up, same low speed. Exhale, low push up to the floor. A light cobra, so you feel just a uniform juicy arch through the spine. Exhale, downward facing dog. 5 to 8 breaths here. And if it feels good, close your eyes. Relax the expression in your face. Breathe deep. And taking 2 more cycles of breath. And stepping your toes quietly together back at the mat. Same low speed, right leg rises as you breathe in. And step your right foot forward into a high lunge. Reach your arms alongside your ears when you're steady. Pause for your out-breath. And just refine your shape. Put a deliberate bend in your back knee. Draw the front of your hip points up. And find that optimal posture across your chest. Then rest your hands into prayer at your heart center. So both knees are bent here. As you breathe in, reach your arms overhead and then work towards straightening both legs. So come right up onto the balls of your left toes. Exhale, hands to your heart, rebend both knees. We'll do that once more. Arms overhead, breathe in, straighten both legs. Press your palms, lower your hands, rebend both knees. Arms overhead as you breathe in, straighten both legs. Rebend both knees, hands to your heart. Keep the legs where they are, arms circle overhead. And then work towards straightening your left leg. Nice deep lunge, hip flexor, lengthener. And then float the arms down to shoulder height. So you make a T with your arms, preparing to balance, coming into Garudasana, eagle pose. So keep the shelf of your right leg, step up and wrap your left leg over the top of your right leg. And if it's available to you, hook your foot around the calf of your right leg or tap your toes to the outside of your right foot. Add the arms, right arm on top, left arm under. Another option here is to catch opposite shoulders or weave your arms and palms into prayer. Same smooth breath, narrow, focused gaze toward where your elbows cross. Squeeze everything into the midline of your body. And on an exhale, if you're feeling comfortable and balanced, gently fold forward and you're doming your spine there, letting your shoulder blades slide away from the midline of your back. And we're unraveling here, left foot to the back edge of the mat. We're going to prepare for lizard pose. Settle the hands down and your left knee to the floor. Walk your right foot over into the right lane, hands on the inside of your right foot. And just check in with your alignment, your right knee over your ankle rather than being forward of it. Diagonal line from your hip to your left knee. And then find a little bit of movement in your body, circling the hips. Encouraging your breath to accompany your movement. And just sway yourself back to center. Plant the hands down, step quietly back, downward facing dog. Take a vinyasa, shifting forward to your high pusher. Wait for your out-breath and then just slowly lower to the floor. With control and a full breath in, gently arch through your spine, Bhujangasana, Cobra. Exhale, glide back on your knees, downward facing dog. Deep breath in, smooth breath out. Keep prioritizing your breath and perhaps closing your eyes as you pause. Just scan your body here quite methodically and just notice where you might be able to give your body a little bit more space. And check in, make sure you feel stable and there's a sense of equilibrium between the arms and the legs, hands and the feet. And stepping the toes together at the back of your mat. Slowly raise your left leg up and back as you breathe in. Exhale, left foot forward in between your hands, preparing for your high lunge. Arms sweep up alongside your ears, and an alternative here would be just hands to hips, keeping the center of gravity a little lower if you're feeling wobbly. And then put a deliberate bend in your right knee now, and lower your hands to your heart center. And we'll just start to flow, arms overhead, nice slow movement, straighten both legs. Breathe out, hands to your heart. Rebend both knees. Arms overhead, breathe in, straightening through the legs, pushing the feet, pushing the floor away. Hands to your heart, two bent knees. Once more, breathe in. Breathe out, hands to heart. Keep the legs where they are, circle your arms overhead as you breathe in. And then work towards straightening your right leg. Stretching deeply into the front of your right hip. Reach your heel back, keep your hips level. And then just float the arms down to shoulder height. Keep the weight in your left heel for balance here, and keep the shelf of the left knee. Spring forward, wrap your right leg over the top of the left leg and find your version of the eagle pose. And with your right leg on top, wrap the arms opposite. Left arm on top now, right arm under. Breathe that same smooth cadence to your breath. Letting go of any over effort. Feel your jaw relax as you linger. A forward fold if you're feeling steady. And unravel fingertips to the floor. Send your right leg back to the back edge of the mat. Drop your right knee to the floor. And transition into lizard pose. Left foot over in the left lane. Hands on the inside there. And then just notice change in shape in your posture as you lift your gaze and you point it forward. Feel the collarbones widen, your shoulders soften, and gently bring some movement and rhythm into the shape. And taking two more smooth cycles of breath. And then go ahead, reframe your left foot there And we're going to make our way onto our buttocks. One way to arrive there is to send your right leg all the way through to come to sit. If you have another way, that's okay. We'll make our way to the middle of our mats, extending your right leg out straight and on an angle to your right side, flexing at the toes. Fold your left knee and take the left foot to the inner upper right thigh. Sit tall through your torso, and if you need a little extra support for posture, slip a blanket underneath your buttocks. We'll move into a side stretch and twisting flow, nice and mild. Send your right hand away in line with your right hip. Sweep your left arm overhead. Any comfortable position for your head. Remember, it's quite heavy, so don't strain here, keeping all sides of the neck nice and long. As you breathe out, lift up, make your way into a twist. Right hand to your left knee, left fingertips behind you. Try to avoid leaning back here. Lift both sides of the waist. Then draw your left collarbone back in space. Turn your gaze as you breathe over the left shoulder. And we'll do that once more. Return to center, right hand down. Glide the right hand away, left arm up and overhead. Pause. Just notice what your breath is doing. Notice if you can give yourself a little bit more space, either easing off or going a little deeper. And then releasing, either coming back into that twist, or you can take a lift, revolving to your left. Plant the left palm down, lift the hips, point your right toes, reach your right arm up and overhead. So you're kind of lifting the buttocks, squeezing the base of your glutes. And then just land lightly. Cross leg forward fold here, right shin in front of your left shin. And if it's available to you and you're familiar with it, a double pigeon, right shin on top. As you breathe in, reach your arms up alongside your ears, find length through your spine, and then deliberately firm your belly back toward your spine as you fold forward, land your hands. Close your eyes, breathe deeply in and out. Slowly coming back, sitting upright, left leg extending out, right knee folding, right foot to your inner left thigh. Take the left hand down, in line with your left hip, glide it away, lateral stretch, right arm overhead. Might feel nice to pulse a little with your breath. As you breathe out, around for your twist. Left hand to your right knee, right fingertips to support you behind. And keep giving yourself space to breathe through the torso. And one more time, we come around, lateral stretch, left hand down, right arm overhead. Might like to wriggle and creep the right fingertips a little further over to your left. And then wait for your breath to lead your movement, coming all the way up and either taking that twist again or lean onto your right hand, raise the hips, left arm overhead, keep the gaze down. And then landing lightly on your buttocks, cross-legged forward fold, left shin now in front of your right shin, or double pigeon, flexing at the feet, reaching the arms up alongside your ears, and a forward fold as you breathe out. gently crawl your hands back and make your way into a comfortable cross-legged seat. We'll spend the next couple of minutes practicing an alternative nostril breathing technique designed to calm your nervous system and lead you toward deep rest. And we'll spend a couple of minutes in Shavasana, finding your optimal posture. Relaxing your shoulders and resting your hands comfortably. We'll do this practice hands-free. Shutting down the eyes. And cultivating a feeling of relaxation in your body. And then when you're ready, emptying your lungs completely. As you inhale, direct your breath in through the left nostril. Exhale, right side. Twice more, just like that. Inhale, left side. And exhale, right side. Breathe in, left side nostril. Breathe out, right side. Switching sides now. Inhale, right side nostril. Exhale, left. Twice more in that direction. Inhale, right. Exhale, left. Just following the flow, circular movement of your breath. Inhale, right side. Breathe out, left. Both nostrils now. Breathe in. Breathe out and release. 2 more cycles of breath. Feeling the freedom of your breath through both nostrils. Last round of breath. Emptying the lungs. In the last few minutes here, you might feel comfortable to continue to sit peacefully. Otherwise, making your way very quietly into a comfortable Shavasana. Laying down on your back. Turning your palms face up. And separating your feet a little wider than your hips. Let your feet fall out to the sides. Begin to direct yourself toward rest, letting go of all your effort. And feel the weight of your body melting into the support beneath you. Just noticing any physical shifts, mental shifts, emotional shifts that you might be able to feel here at the end of your practice. When we calm our nervous system, we invite more clarity, more perspective. And we encourage all the systems in our body to relax, rest, and digest. Just maintaining that spacious, total body awareness. As you let go. And for those of you who only have 45 minutes this morning, we're at that increment now. So you can just gently start to stretch out. If you have a little bit more time, feel free to linger. And if you are lying back, just bending your knees, take your feet to the floor. And very softly, gently roll yourself over to your right side. And let your eyes blink open. And really notice how you feel here at the end of your practice. Taking this feeling with you as you step off your mat and into your day. Gently dragging yourself all the way back up. And I hope you've enjoyed this nice, slow, mellow flow with a focus on your breath. Thanks for joining me once more on the mat. Namaste.